What up, SK family? Hope everyone had an amazing day on purpose. And if you didn't, shake it off. You could try again tomorrow. Or you can own your night if you didn't own your day. So if you're watching the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay in the comments. The way you know you're watching the replay is when you look up and you don't see that live red box. That means you are watching the replay. If you're new and you've never watched any of our lives before, go ahead and put hashtag new in the comments. And if you're watching us live, go ahead and put hashtag HeySK in the comments and go ahead and drop that clock. Why? Because every day we are reclaiming our time. My name is Katia Green. It's my lovely wife, Stephanie Green, and we make up HeySK. We are your superheroes of self-care, also known as transformational mentors. We help wounded healers activate their inner child, also inner superheroes, so they can live a bold, fun, and free life. So, superheroes, it's going to get juicy tonight, y'all. It's going to get juicy tonight. So go ahead and grab your snacks. Go ahead and grab your drinky drink, whether it's water, tea, a real adult beverage. It don't matter because it's about to get heated tonight. This is a hot and heavy topic. So come through. We want to hear y'all honest opinion. Like it's SK after dark, y'all. So we don't no judgment. If you feel a certain type of way, whether it's opposing or for, it don't matter. We in here, we adults, and we talk about these topics. So the title is I Feel Sorry for the Children. Remember, if you're watching from HeySK, go ahead and give us some stars. We have gotten the star enabler, so now we can get stars, help us. That's another way you can support a brand, whether it's us or any other brand, by sending stars. Some of them are 99 cents, some of them $2.99. So tonight's topic is heavy, in my opinion, or it can be depending on the crowd. Okay, so the title is I Feel Sorry for These Children. And I just want to know, you got anything you want to start?
No, I was just looking at that.
So this topic came from me being, I come across a lot of groups. So this has been an ongoing topic that Steph and I have talked about in the past, but recently this came about. I ran across.
Hello.
Hey, Todd. I ran across a video of two dominant women and a feminine woman. They're in a relationship together. They have children. Mm-hmm. So the kids know that the two dominant women are women. They're not dumb. They know that and everything. But they look at them as father figures. They don't call, it's not daddy or nothing. And some kids I've had friends where the kid called the dominant woman daddy. It's not because they force them. They literally call me by my name, and they say, I know you a girl, but I feel like you are you the dad. But they know they're girls, and it's no confusion. So a lot of the comments, you're gonna get your Bible thumpers, and generally on gay comments, I don't know why Christians come on gay comments just to quote the Bible like somebody cares. But I bypass that. The comments that got me is I feel sorry for those children. I wish they just leave these kids out of I wish they leave these kids out of y'all lifestyle. If you want to live an alternative lifestyle, live an alternative lifestyle, but don't put kids in. I feel sorry for these kids. You confusing the kids. Poor kids. But my question to you is, if you're in a heterosexual relationship and if you watching this live or the replay and you have that mindset, I wonder, why do you have that mindset? Why is it that when people see two same-sex couples, whether it's two men, two women, three women, whatever the dynamics is, why do heterosexual people come off and say poor children? Why? Because no one's saying poor children when daddy was molesting his daughter in a heterosexual household, or uncle was. No one's saying poor children when kids getting abused in heterosexual homes and emotionally, mentally, physically abused. No one's saying poor children then. It's just like, oh, that's your dad. He's on drugs. No. Forgive him. You know, it's going to get better. No. You know, it's all these excuses. But as soon as you see kids in a LGBT household, it's poor children. Like, that's like that. Steph and I walking down the street together with our kids. They're like, really? You have to have kids? You bringing kids in the world, confusing them?
She said, hey, girl. Hey, Lakeisha, how are you?
Hey.
You listen. I get so disrespectful and people who are so damn rude about love. Yeah. I don't understand it. And, like, it's crazy because, like Athea says, like, you talk about people who stay in these toxic relationships with their children's father, and they talk about how toxic they are, all the toxic they do. They never comment, oh, poor children. They don't ever say anything about the children in that situation. They cheer on and say, great, good job, you're staying for the kids. You know, he's knocking him upside the head every day, whatever. They don't care. Or you're bickering or fighting. Sometimes it gets physical, and they never be like, oh, poor kids. You never see, I mean, people may think it, but you never see those comments on those posts.
Never. Even in some of the marriage groups that are more heterosexual focused, they'll come in there saying all this stuff they're going through with their husband or their wives. Men come in there saying something about their wives. They're like, stick it out. Divorce is not an option. You know, and they got kids, and it's never poor kids. But it's always poor kids. Like, I'm going to tell y'all something about kids.
Never.
I'm going to tell y'all something about kids. Kids are not confused. I'm gonna tell y'all why kids not confused. I dress dominant. I wear suits to school. I wear men's slacks and a shirt and everything. And kids say Miss Tia. They know. I've had little kindergarten say, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And I say, "No, Miss Tia is a girl. Why you dressed like a boy?" I said, "This comfortable for me." I said, "Clothes don't determine who you are as a person." And they say, "Okay, Miss Tia. I love you, Miss Tia." And then kids would have defended me. She's not a boy. She's a girl. She could dress the way she want to dress. And kids are saying this. I'm not coaching them. Kids are saying this.
Yo, these pretzels is good. I got this now. There's the last one you left off at. Right there.
No one ever goes around saying poor baby or poor children when a parent is abusive. Never. Never heard it. I don't have that mindset because what you're saying is absolutely correct. But you know, there's a recent story of two men having their kids and comes out to find out they were a part of a sex ring. I mean, that happens. I'm not saying that LGBT households are perfect. You look at there's kids get sex trafficked every day. We're not saying that in LGBT households there's no BS. I'm not saying that, but statistically, go check.
Because statistically, and a lot of times because they're not accidents. Like, you have to go out of your way to have kids. They're very much planned on. Not a drunken night, damn, I'm pregnant. None of that.
And you mentioned the two men having their children a part of it, but no, people gonna make a big deal out of that and say it's gay. But look how many kids get sex trafficked by straight men.
Their own damn parents.
Their own parents.
Right. She said this. I always feel like people who have a lot to say, and I've always felt this way, even before I realized I was a part of the community, is they're just jealous because people are living authentically and they're too afraid to do that because they're too busy worrying about what other people think, or they're too worried about, you know, what the church people gonna say. Shit, our kids don't innately dislike or feel confused. They don't.
They literally don't. I've never hung around. I've been around kids all my life. I have little cousins that I help raise. I've always dressed dominant. No confusion at all. Yeah, adults act like
they're not confused. It's willful ignorance.
I know. It's
willful. It's willful ignorant. She said, I understand, but it's just crazy how the news will broadcast that, but not right. They quick to say something like the one in a needle in a haystack. I don't know the exact statistics. I won't say that, but the needle in the haystack situation. They use that to broadcast to fuel their narrative
of the gays,
right?
You're not going to hell.
If you're really concerned about the kids, why are you not dealing with the adults that are doing these things? Like statistically, heterosexual males are the most dangerous people on the planet, especially if they're of a certain hue. Like, why aren't those the people that you should be protecting your kids from? Kids literally see parents showing love. They don't distinguish. They don't care. My nephew doesn't care. He was 5 when we got together, and I remember I asked him, I was like, how you like Tia? And he's like, I like her. And then I was like, what do you think if I asked to be like a girlfriend? Like, you know, like your mom and dad, like boyfriend, girlfriend, but like girlfriend. He was like, yeah. Like he was hype. He was like my little hype man. He didn't care.
A lot of kids don't care. Like, it's no confusion. There's no confusion.
There's no confusion.
Yeah, I don't give kids enough credit. Like, there's never been confusion with kids. Like, I got friends who have children. Children love both parents. They'll tell you, I have 2 moms. They're not dumb. They know. They're not confused. They're not confused at all. And a lot of times they're happier than some kids from heterosexual homes, statistically.
Or like, so I'll tell you about this rabbit hole I've been down in a minute, because I don't see them comments on them posts either. My children's grandma identifies as queer, and all they know is Bridget loves them and who she wants to be doesn't change her character. I know that, and you know that, and your kids know that, but the people who want to fuel a specific narrative choose to ignore that. They know.
Yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole because I wanted to see kind of where things shifted, because I used to watch this show and I just fell off. So I went back after the headlines that we've been watching. I got her involved. We've been watching Sister Wives. I know. But I started from the beginning and I've been working my way up. But like over the headlines over the years, you never hear anybody say poor kids. That man has 20 children. Father, like considered like DNA, 17 adopted the other 3. 20. You never be like poor kids, knowing dang well he truly can't give his kids the time and attention that they may need from him. Nobody ever says poor kids. Now I'm not saying that they shouldn't say poor kids. Not the point. But us having 1 or 2 kids is a lot better odds than somebody having 20 kids. Or nobody ever said poor kids. Oh no, yes it did. I was saying 19 kids and counting. Some people did say poor kids.
That was because of they were
after the fact.
Yeah.
After the fact, but never like during while they were. Yeah, nobody said poor kids. And that's a lot of children. Like, there's no way. Like, those are beyond like normal ratios. Like, if you were to run a daycare with that many kids, like you can't. Like, your ratios are off. Like, you know, we used to work in middle. I was like 1 to 6, but they were like teenagers. I mean, granted, they had some other issues, but not the point. Like, they're way out of ratio, and you're just like, So, I just think that's interesting.
Yeah,
how people do that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I said I know. Like a lot of times we were in the church, that's one of the easiest sins to vilify. They always talk about from the pulpit. That is a lot of kids. It's too many. Not even like from a financial standpoint, but just like from an emotional. And you only have 24 hours in a day. Too many kids. What was I saying? Damn, what was I saying? I forgot that quick. He wasn't listening.
We were just talking about how many kids.
No, before I was about to say something else and I saw a comment and got distracted. What was I saying? Anybody know?
That's why I'm trying to finish my thoughts and then go to the comment.
I know. What did I say? No way you can give that many kids the attention they require. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I was saying.
Okay.
Thankfully. But they're saying it's one of like the easiest like sins to vilify. Thank you. Sins to vilify. Because it's one of the easiest ones. Rather than talking in the pulpit about how most of them are adulterous or they are having sex out of wedlock, or lusting, all the other things that listed sins, they tend to harp on the easy ones rather than address some of the stuff that's glaringly like harmful. I did that. Oh, I didn't do that. I'll share it to your page though. I think.
I know you did.
Okay.
Well, you said you did.
I think I did. They got me bugging. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's like I said, it was like an easy sin, I guess, to vilify rather than just address it, the real issues or serious issues. Like there's some serious issues going on in the world, period. And rather than address them, you want to attack the easiest thing because they don't understand. Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean that it's wrong or weird, or it might be different from what you're accustomed to, but it's okay. Like it's totally okay. But some people act like it's not. But like Lakeisha said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything. It doesn't change anything. So I don't know why they go out of their way. Certain people go out of their way just to make a big deal out of nothing.
But my thing is, if you look at it, a lot of kids are raised by aunties, grandmas, and moms. Like when absent fathers, kids just want love.
Sit down.
So no, they're not in a gay relationship, but a lot of kids don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about none of that. Like they don't care. They don't care. Kids just want love, time, and attention.
Okay. Thank you. Hold on.
Sip. That's why you had to have you gotta have your tea for this conversation.
I was like, hold on.
You gotta have your tea for this conversation.
Right. Like,
yeah, I just don't get it. And like whether you watching this live or the replay, if you feel like those people, like it's wrong, the kids are being confused and all of this, chime in. Tell us why you feel that way. I want to know. Like, no one's going to attack you. They are good. We tried something new.
I got these from the Dollar Tree. And what got me, because I can see this from here, Made with Flavor So Bowl is lip smacking, finger licking, right? So I walked up to it to see what was so finger licking, lip smacking good, and it's pretzels. It's called Pop Daddy Pretzels. I got this from the Dollar Tree.
Supposed to be sharing.
We are sharing.
You done had that bag a little long.
You've been talking a lot too.
No.
They are good. And they had other flavors. They had a cinnamon and another flavor, and we just chose to try this one because we didn't know how it was going to be. But now we know they're good. I'm going to go get that one. But surprisingly, there's a lot in there. Surprisingly, I was surprised by the amount of pretzels that was actually in here.
But like, if you're watching it live with a replay, and you honestly feel like
they're good,
like the kids are being like kids who are raised by same-sex couples is going to be screwed up in the head and all of this, tell us why. Like, I'm not going to judge you. I just want to know, why do people have this thinking? But you can have your sister and her husband got kids, and they don't bathe the kids. They don't they barely feed the kids, and nobody's saying poor kids. Like, them kids jacked up. They don't go to school, none of that. Father alcoholic, mama on drugs, anything. Nobody was saying poor kids when I grew up in a household full of crackheads and my uncle got shot and stabbed, and like, oh, you know, no one said poor kid then, because I ain't raised by, long as you ain't raised by gays. Hey, Facebook user, go ahead and click that link if you can and let us know who you are. You got to click the link above the in the caption. So give StreamYard permissions to show us who you are. So I just don't get it. I went through a lot of stuff growing up, but no one came. No one who had the financial and physical ability to get me out of that situation came to rescue me. But I guarantee you, if I was raised by some gays in a household full of drugs, they would assume, like, you corrupting these kids. Let me get this kid. I am calling CPS. Nobody cared that I'm 39 And up until 5 years ago, I was still dealing with the trauma from my childhood. Nobody cared then. Nobody cared. But I just thought that was interesting. I know the Bible thumper is going to come on Gay Pose and this is wrong. You're going to hell. This is trifling. The world is coming to an end. Mind you, school shootings going on. Most of them ain't, I don't know if any of them was gay people. You got the shit happening in the government at the Capitol building. You got all of these, police brutality going on. But y'all worrying about gay people and how they live their life. We're the reason, according to some people, gay people are the reason why the world is the way it is. We're corrupting the world. We're corrupting the kids. All these kids out here doing crazy is because gay people.
Interesting.
I'm just like, wow. Oh, really? Yeah, and if you feel that way, that's why we here to have this conversation. I just want to really know why. I really wish somebody on this live was the opposing thought pattern.
They know better. We're a reset stage with the people who came from our personal pages. They fucking know better. And we have not had the pleasure of going viral to have trolls. We haven't had a whole lot. Every now we get a few, but most of the people who comment and engage on a regular basis, knock them out and they go away.
Yeah, I just want to know why do you feel that way? Like, I just want to know why. Why do you feel like if Steph and I was to choose to have a kid, because please don't hit me with not y'all, because my aunt used to do that. She was like, oh, gay people going to hell, but not you, Tia. Not you. I'm like, it doesn't work like that.
But you gay as can be.
Right.
So if she feels that way,
that way.
Then you going to hell too.
Right. And that's what I told her. I was like, you just saying that because you don't want me to not be in your life. You know, people try to skate around their feelings and their thoughts when they're around, you, they like, because they know I'll be like, I love you from a distance. I don't want to be around fake energy. If you don't like gay people, tell me that. I'm going to just be like, okay, let me know. Like, they're just like, I wouldn't want to be around somebody who like, I don't like black people. It's the same thing. I can't control being gay no more than I control being black. If it was a choice, you think everybody would be gay or everybody would be straight?
Do you think it was a choice? Do you think knowing that men typically statistically are women's biggest predator, they would still be attracted to them?
Right.
I mean, they.
Right.
But I mean, statistically, let's just be honest. And we touched on that last week. All the things that we have to be mindful of and be thoughtful of as women as a result of men being harmful. Yeah. That's Grant.
Oh, okay. I was trying to see. So, what do y'all, why do you feel like people think that way? Have you had somebody in your life that thought that way and you had to check them? Did you check them? Or you just didn't deal with them? Were you once that person and you like, oh, it's not so bad after all? Like, I just want to know. Like, I'm not here to go off on nobody. It's an open forum. It's after dark. I just want to know, like, because I want to know where this stemmed from, that if two homosexuals have kids or two people from the LGBT community have kids, that their kids are going to be jacked up and confused and emotionally, like, where does that come from?
It comes from their own confusion, personally. I think because either they don't understand it because they love so much, or the gender, the opposite gender so much that they can't fathom, or they're most than likely they're in the closet and it just bothers them because they're confused and emotionally conflicted because they don't want to live their authentic and true lives. So they assume that all kids are going to be emotionally conflicted because they're conflicted, even though they grew up with the mom and the dad. It's a projection of their own feelings.
And you know, it's crazy because some of these parents that feel this way say these things to their children.
What is he licking?
No. He was licking his feet.
Ew! Anybody want a dog? He's free $99. You just gotta pay for shipping.
Yeah.
65 pounds. I put holes in the box. Next to air.
I just want to know, what do you think? I don't, like Steph said, I think it's their own insecurities, but it's just sad, like, that people really
boy dogs are gross. I've got two.
He's over there licking his cooch.
Ew. But you can hear it. That's all like,
bro, what is he?
But he also licks his paws a lot. Like
yeah, but no,
that's why
I saw that his leg came down like this. I already knew what he was doing, and now he's looking crazy.
Yeah, you knew you busted
and disgusted.
Disgusting.
Right.
He's so gross.
Yeah, but like, if we had kids, we would be dope parents. And the thing is, kids don't care. You know how many kids came to me, Miss Tia? I'd rather go home with you. I want you to be my mom.
Shit, my nephew never wanted to go home.
Ever. Like, kids don't even care.
The licking sound always get.
Yeah, it's so gross. Oh, Steph be laughing at me like.
She sounds so mad.
Because it sounds
like all that licking. I was like, how'd you say terrible? Because he was licking. Even all that licking.
And the way was in a hotel.
And the way she said it, licking. Yeah. Until we got his our stuff from the movers. He was like,
yes, God, I couldn't wait to get that cage.
He probably couldn't either.
But so he can lick
yourself
to death in the cage.
I mean, he likes it down there. It's cool. She said, "Be ready to put my out."
Yes.
Oh no, she do. She be like, he gotta go because he was over there knocked out the other day. And I thought we should leave, and she was like, and I was like, nah, never mind. Because you'd be like, he woke me like licking. She just said it so much open the licking, like she really is.
That do me. I do be low key.
All that licking.
I do be low key mad, bro. I do.
Don't do him.
Yeah.
Don't do him.
So how was our day? What y'all eat for dinner?
Nothing. And I'm kind of hungry now.
Yeah, we got food. We
have food. We got plenty of food.
We're gonna eat when we done.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat my salad. Oh no, disturbing dreams. Nope, gotta go. Oh, I didn't think about that. Like the sound will cause you to like have weird dreams.
Yep.
Ew. Yeah, understandable. So I'm gonna eat and rest. I went. I made
Ooh, I love breakfast.
Yes.
Bad.
I went with. Did you guys saw from the post? I went with Katia yesterday, and I think they tried to give me their cooties because I'm really feeling like I'm fighting something. I don't know what it is, but I really feel like I'm fighting something. I think they tried to give me them cooties.
Get the oil out.
I did have on a mask though, and I only took it off to drink my drink, and that was it. But I'm feeling a little like run down a little. So I'm going to eat and relax. And yeah. It's hump day.
Y'all got to give us some more topics. Every Wednesday, 8:30.
Yeah.
Hashtag After Dark.
Oh, yeah. I meant to tell you them videos. My bad.
Let us know what you want us to talk about. Want to hear our perspective on a juicy topic you might have found and bring it to the group. We here every Wednesday. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah. I'm going to go get one of those shots.
But yeah, I just didn't understand why these people.
Oh, you know why.
All gay parents are horrible.
No, I mean, I met you. Oh, yes.
Okay, girl.
Yes.
We love when y'all give us topics. Because we be out there in social media land finding topics. But I really want to talk about this one because I didn't like the scriptures don't bother me no more. They never really bothered me. But the scriptures, I don't pay no mind. I know they're gonna come with all these scriptures, blah blah blah, woo woo woo. Who cares? But it was a lot more people making posts. Like it was these kids are going to be confused. These kids are support kids. It's terrible. You can live your alternative lifestyles, but leave the kids out of it.
Period. Oh, hold on.
Misery loves company. They just want everyone else to be as miserable
as they are.
I read that part, but I had to sit.
I know. Yeah, that's true. Misery truly loves company.
Woo, they do.
Because somebody asked a post, I made a post, and they asked the question, why do people glorify toxic relationships? And that's what I said. Misery loves company.
Yeah, because some of these people be saying, I'm this and I'm that. I'm like, that's not a flex.
They think it's cute. Some people think being toxic is cute.
Yes, and some people think being difficult is cute. Like, also, I'm so difficult.
One of the guys comment, he said, I know it's unhealthy, but I like to know when my girl will pop off. Like, he likes that. So, do you got people who feed that shit?
Yeah, I always say before I go further with anybody in a serious relationship, I do want to see them mad. Because
you don't want to see me mad.
Yeah. Like, I know what ticks. I need to know what makes you tick.
You don't want to see me mad. Because I'm a Virgo. And you don't want to see me mad. That's why a lot of times if I'm real mad, I get quiet. I do. Because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Because I know that I could really annihilate somebody and make them go unalive themselves by the time I was done with them. And I recognize that. And so a lot of times I get mad, that's why I don't say nothing. That's why I'd be like, I don't know, I'll get real short and you don't get a response because I know if I say what I really want to say, it won't be very pretty. People will be like, oh, they think I'm quiet. Or I think because I'm short, you know.
That's when you love what you eat, baby. I went through the legs and got it. It ain't falling out losing their pretzel. I'm skilled at this. Oh, we always seen that.
Right.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah. So you don't want to see that. Well, I get what you're saying. You do want to see, but you want to see how people respond to stuff.
Yes, that's what I mean. Cause I don't want to be caught off guard. Like I need to see both sides. I don't need to see you flipping nothing, but I need to know, okay, you know, how you handle things. That's a better word. And to see how you handle things. If this happened, you upset. Are you one of them people that upset and flip shit? Or you can, you know what I'm saying, talk it through or, go for a walk. I get upset. I don't really get upset a lot because I don't let shit bother me. Fuck you. I don't care.
That's true.
I really don't.
That's true.
If you see me upset, trust me, it's a lot of stuff that like you took me there. You took me there. Yeah. But I don't feel sorry for, like, I don't care if you're in a gay household or a heterosexual household. If the kids are unsafe, it's not a good fit for them. But apparently, being in a heterosexual household and kids being abused and mentally, emotionally, and physically abused, they with the family, it's okay. But in a gay household, it's like just existing in a household.
Or they be the same ones that kick out their gay kid, but don't say nothing when their brother was touching their other kid or whatever. They don't say nothing. They still hanging out, inviting them over Thanksgiving, going over there for family gatherings, and not setting boundaries. But the second your kid's like, hey, mom, I'm gay, get the fuck out. Yep. They were the same ones.
I had a girl in college, straight A student in high school, good grades, in college, doing good. Came out in college to her mother. They were about to go on a family vacation. Everything, when school ended that semester. She decided to tell her mom, she tired of being in the closet or whatever. Because she was in school, she was living her best life. We didn't care. We embraced her. Like, look, live your life. She told her mom, mom's like, you can't come back to my house and you're not going on vacation.
Damn.
Yep, the girl had to the school kind of helped her out, like put her in the student ambassador program for the summer. So she had housing on campus and made a little money or whatever. But then she had to figure things out. So she got like a roommate or something. Girl still graduated to this day, doing great. My kid, you not. The mom fell on hard times. The mom fell on hard times with them siblings. I called the girl up, and the girl said, I can't help you. And everybody was like, that's your student? No.
I wouldn't have to my money.
And I see that, and see that irony. A parent get to put their kid out all because she said she was gay. The kid don't give them problems, none of that. But then you fall on hard times. You call your older daughter because you struggling, and your kids struggle because you struggling. Your kids struggling, and you want to ask her for money. She's like, nah. And people want to say that's your no. We don't do that. That's toxic. That statement, that's still your mother, that's still your father, is toxic as hell. I don't care who you are. If you don't respect me and you treat me like trash, you ain't getting shit from me. And my father was locked up, never sent him a dime. He's deceased now. And before he died, we was trying to have a cordial relationship. I never had no ill feelings towards my dad. But I ain't got nothing for you, bro. My mama died the early part of last year. Didn't go to her funeral. We ain't had no emotional connection. She ain't raised me. Everybody like, that's still you. But no, she not. My mother died 20 years ago. My grandmother, who raised me. I don't do that toxic mindset. I don't do that. And I'll knock nobody who want to rekindle relationships with parents. That's your business. But I don't, I'm good. I never cursed her. Never said a curse word. I said how I felt. I got my peace from that situation because it used to bother me growing up. I said my piece in 2006. I remember that to this day. I was in AIT and we was on a pass. I was at the mall, South Park Mall. Called her. We was on the phone. I told her how I felt, and she ended it telling me and my aunt to go to hell, and I was done. I washed my hands. I felt a weight lift off my shoulders, and I was good. I was good.
Good.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. You don't get to treat people any kind of way.
I used to say it all the time with my dad growing up. We used to bump head all the time because he's one of those that feels like I'm the adult, you're the child, do as I say type thing. And if y'all know me, y'all know the fuck I'm not. I used to always say that respect is given, respect is earned. You can't speak to me no kind of way. And I'm supposed to be like, yes, sir. No, fuck that. Like, I'm still a human being with feelings. People forget their children are human beings with feelings, thoughts, and opinions, likes and dislikes of their own. Please don't ever forget that. And you can't just demand people do things just to your children. They're supposed to do it. That's not respect. It's not respect. That's not how you gain respect.
Not be treating our kids like you the slave master and they the slave. And you still got that slave mentality.
She's so disrespectful. And I'm like, you go run and tell my mom, she's so disrespectful. And I'm just like, but he failed to tell her everything that he said to me prior to me being just setting a boundary. Because I was never disrespectful. Never. Set a boundary. You forget to say all the things, jacked up stuff, inappropriate things that you said to make me say that. Everybody think inappropriate, think sexual. It wasn't like that. He was just an asshole. Yeah. That's it.
That's why I never got down with that saying, do as I say, not as I do type thing. None of that. Like, y'all I see people treating their kids like little slaves.
They do.
And you abuse them mentally and emotionally, and it's not cool. Like, kids are, and I say that because parenting is tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You take the easy road. I'm going to whoop your ass. And it ain't working. Like, instead of, it could take work to sit down and build a relationship with your kid, ask them how their day is doing.
But part of the problem is because they lack basic communication.
Yeah.
In general, with their own lives, their own significant other, their own parents, their own co-workers and boss. They don't know how to properly communicate, especially when it comes to feelings. And so when your kid makes you upset or does something that makes you unhappy or does something that you might be unhappy, or have negative feelings towards, rather than say, here's why what you did is wrong and have a conversation. They are the results of violent measures because they lack the communication skills to discuss what they did, why they did what they did was wrong, how it makes them feel, what they should do the next time, makes blah 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 blah. Don't feel like it. Or they're too tired.
Another thing that bothers me is parents who treat their kid differently because they look like the father. That a lot of times I tell women do this. I don't see a whole lot of men doing this, but a lot of women do that. Like if they look like the father and they not on good terms with the father, so you end up treating that kid different from your other kids. I don't like that either. Like they ain't got nothing to do with that. And I really think that's why my mom treated me a certain type of way, because she didn't like the way it went down. You know what I'm saying? My mom and dad went to prison. My mom went to jail for 5 years, running behind my dad. But she never went back to jail anymore. But she felt like she lost 5 years of her life, so she felt some type of way towards him. She never raised me. She tried to take me when I was 7 for a couple of months, and then I came right back to my grandmother and never dealt with me again. But like growing up, never did nothing for me. And I never cursed her. I never, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when I got older, I did try to have I ain't want no mother and daughter relationship, but at least, conversation, check on each other, or whatever. Apparently she had a lot of good things to say about me, but what was you going to say? You can't got nothing bad to say about me. Unless you're going to say something about me being with a
bad
woman.
Hotel choice in Vegas is circa.
Of course, damn, I hit fingers. Of course, she's going to have nothing bad to say. Most people, let's say crazy, don't have anything bad to say about a stranger.
Right.
That hasn't done anything to them.
Don't know me. Graduated high school. Graduated college 3 times. And got a couple of certificates and certifications and associates in between that. Never came to nothing. Never. But if he was in my life, you would know. She deceased now, but that's still a part of my story. That's still a part of my testimony, my life. And I overcame it. But if you out there, whether you watching live or the replay, being a kid growing up in an LGBT household, there's nothing wrong with them. I know some of y'all who uber Christian, want to be Bible thumpers, think that it's a sin, is the reason why the world is the way it is. Like you blaming gay. I've heard people blame gay for everything. Everything wrong in this world is because gay people are walking. More gay people are walking in their truth and happy, not hiding in the closet. I heard people say, "Oh, y'all need to be on your own island. You don't deserve to be a part of this world." And people have said some, in the name of Jesus, have said some effed up stuff. Like I'm like, the God you serve is supposed to be of love, compassion, and understanding, and you saying the most hateful things. I don't understand how I don't want to be connected to anything that makes me hateful towards people for living their truth. Don't. And that's exactly why I separated from the religion altogether. I'm very spiritual, but I do not want to be associated with nothing that causes you to disown your kids and your family for living their authentic truth. And generally, they only disown gay kids because you got kids in the streets selling drugs, in and out of jail. They put money on their books. They support them. It's only the gay children.
Or knocking up every kid, every other girl, or got all these children.
Girls got all these babies. The only thing they do is put out their gay kids. The only thing they do is put out their gay kids. I don't care. Like, and it crazy.
And those are the kids I feel sorry for.
Yes. Those are the kids I feel sorry for. And that's why I want to start a group home for displaced LGBT kids. Hey, Drizzle. I want to start a group home because I think it's terrible for a parent to put their kid out because they like the same sex. And a lot of times, it's not the kid. It's the parent struggling with what other people will say. And there are some kids who grow up in LGBT homes and are still heterosexual. One of my good friends that live in Richmond, Virginia, She gay. She married women, been dating women now. She's married. She's, you know what I'm saying? And her daughter like men. She grew up around the lifestyle. Her daughter is very smart, graduate high school, doing well for herself. She ain't confused and she ain't abused. Took very good care of her daughter and her son. Her son straight and her daughter straight. And they grew up in a gay household.
My parents were straight too.
I grew up around straight people. I had all heterosexual examples. My aunts and uncles were in heterosexual relationships. It's not who you grow up around. It's in you. If you gay, you gay. And I will never hide my sexuality. And that's why some family members, if I ever hear them talk about anything about gay bad, you can bet my bottom dollar I will never deal with you again. It don't have to be about me. You say anything about my community, I can bet you my bottom dollar I will never deal with you again. I don't care. You can still feel negative and talk trash, but I promise you, if I catch you saying it, I'm gonna go off and I will never deal with you again. Because there are more. I grew up in a heterosexual environment, and my mental and emotional trauma came from straight people, not gay people, straight people. So for all y'all like poor kids because they grew up in an LGBT household, check these heterosexual households where parents drug dealers and alcoholics and crackheads and emotional and verbally abusive, touching kids and all of that. I asked people that grew up in my generation. A lot of them coming out now and they got touched by their uncle and their fathers and their mothers and their aunts that was straight. And I just believe that people should deal with their stuff. And if they probably got touched when they was a kid and passing it down. So that's all I got. Is stop out there abusing. Stop being out there being negative. And ain't nothing wrong with growing up in a same-sex household. And if you look at the statistics, generally speaking, not saying that there are some jacked up homosexual households too. But generally speaking, statistically, kids are it's healthy. Like Steph said, because the kids are wanted. It is not an accident. Yeah, so there's no frustration. There's no hurt and pain. Like, damn, you ruined my life type thing. Because you got a plan when you're in a same sex. So generally speaking, the kid's going to be happy in a healthy and happy household. Not saying that we perfect over here, because there are some, like I said, I'm not saying perfect, but I wish people would stop saying poor kids when it comes to LGBT families. Because ain't nothing wrong. The kid's not confused. They know they got two moms. They know they got two dads. And they cool with it. They just want to be loved and appreciated. That's it. So, got anything else? Yeah, remember, guys, you are the master of your destiny. You're the designer and creator of your destiny. Please do something daily to get you closer to your goals. It's your girl KG. I'm the K from SK. This is my lovely wife Stephanie. She's the S from SK. Y'all have an amazing night and have an amazing day on purpose tomorrow. Some ASK news. Don't forget about our connectivity of the month. We have the Love Tank shirt that says hold on, I got it right here. This shirt right here, we got it for husbands too. Somebody just got it. And we got it in purple where it's red. We got an option for purple as well. These are $20. Every month we will have a different design. That would be $20. That design only for that month. So this design, and then we got extra on the self, and then they got love, confidence, respect inside of self. That's for anybody. So both of those designs are on our website. They're $20 for this month only. Any other design on there is going to be regular price. If you want it in a hoodie, it's going to be regular price. Only the t-shirt is $20. We still have our self-love boxes. Check out www.headsklloveshop.com. Check out our YouTube channels. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Follow us at HeadsK18 on all platforms. Show us some love. If you in our HeadsK page on Facebook, make sure y'all not just liking and following the fun stuff. Also engage in our encouragement, empowerment stuff. Also engage in our business stuff. Just because you like it and say, oh, that's nice, doesn't mean you have to buy. But we need y'all to help us elevate our brand. And you are on a business page, so we're going to show business stuff. We also going to show empowerment stuff, and we're going to have fun at the same time. Just remember, all of that is composed of our brand. Fun, encouragement, and sales. We are a business. So please, 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 please engage in all stuff. If you only not seeing everything, go hit those 3 dots and click on the notification and click all. Sometimes Facebook converts you back to highlight it without you knowing it, even if you put all months ago. So, periodically check and make sure your notification is set to all, because we need y'all engaging in everything that you see. Not just Family Feud, but everything. Please and thank you. Like I said, y'all have an amazing night. We'll see y'all next Wednesday at 8:30. Shoot us some topics. So we can talk about some other things. If you just hopping on, go back and watch the replay. Comment and let us know your thoughts on this topic. It was a really good topic. And just want to hear what y'all got. Good night, Top. Have a good night. Good night, Keisha, and anybody else that's watching, because I'm Drizzle. I got only a few people that commented.
Yeah, we see numbers.
We see the numbers, but the comments ain't adding up. So if I miss you, you ain't comment. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and always participating. See y'all next Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Love y'all. Good night.